मना सोई जन जीवन अखिल मंद कोई मिलई महारस अभिपीवंत कबीरा महारस अभिपीवंत. The translation, please. Comprehending the bare meaning of word, the scholar just discerns the right and the wrong. Wise are the ones exalted, enlightened. They just extract the honey like a bee that can see the light. The title given to this doha is The Essence. Now the idea should be quite clear. I'm sure most of you would comprehend what the doha is saying. Comprehending the mere meaning of words, the scholarly just discerns the right and the wrong. The wise one go about extracting honey like a bee. So the message here is talking about the three types of people that you come across. The majority of people in the world are ignoramuses. They don't read at all. They are the ignoramuses, the tamasic people. The rajasic people. Welcome, Reddy Garu. You are 5 minutes early for the class, sir.
Pranam Guruji, my sincere apologies for the delay.
No. But you had the timing with you, isn't it?
Yes. I missed the timing.
Okay. Oh, you missed the timing. Okay.
Yes.
You thought it's 6:30, did you?
No. 5:30. I missed the timing.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. I thought you're 5 minutes early, 6:25. You're there for the 6:30 class. Yeah. So, Kashish, what is it? Did I say so far? The three types of people, isn't it? What are the types of people?
Guruji, so far you've outlined the first one, which is the tamasic type of people, or to use your term, ignoramus, people who don't read at all.
The other two, you finish it.
The second one, I'm assuming, is rajasic type of people, maybe who read, but just take it at face value or don't dig for the deeper meaning. If it goes in, it like sometimes goes out the other ear, or they're not maybe that if it's topics they're not interested in, then they don't retain any information comparatively, is my guess. And then the third type of person, I guess, is the sattvic type outlined in the verse, to extract the meaning like a bee extracts honey from a flower.
Your guess is correct. You passed with flying colors. So the rajasic people, as you said, they are interested in the length of study. They are voracious readers. They just superficial. They, as the doha says, you become scholarly. You just well informed. You gather information. But then they are the rajasic type of people. Again, they are the minority. The majority don't read. They don't advance their knowledge quotient. They're obviously not interested. So rajasic and tamasic people are not interested in wisdom. The sattvic people are, he says, are the exalted and the enlightened. So enlightenment comes when you seek the essence, which is the wisdom, which is contained, as they say, the real meaning is hidden in between the words. The real meaning is there in the words. The real essence is there in the words, but you got to extract that wisdom. So the wisdom is contained in the knowledge. The Sattvic people are not interested in the length of study. The Sattvic people go through the depth of study. That there is that quintessential difference between the length and depth. In short, Tamasic people don't study. The Rajasic, the length of study. The Sattvic people, the depth of study. And when you go into the depths of this literature, the bowels of this literature, you extract the honey. And in order to go into the depths of the literature, what do you need to do? Gayatri Ma? Could you, we can't hear you.
We have to do manana, reflection of the study, what we do little.
Manana. Yes. What does manana necessitate?
It reflects the whatever we have studied. It will give us a deeper meaning to it, and it will again further queries keeps coming. So we'll have to
Further. So what it necessitates is to stick to a particular text, first and foremost. Stick to a particular text and keep revisiting the text again and again. Those who go through the length of study, they keep switching texts. You keep switching gurus, you keep switching. It's entertainment, intellectual entertainment. But a person who's interested in wisdom holds on to a particular text. It could be the Gita, it could be the Upanishads, it could be Bhajagoyindam, it could be anything. Whatever literature. Pick up that and keep studying again and again. Raha Raha, going back into Dhyana slokas, recently we quoted that, isn't it? In the, just like the bees go into the bowels of the flower and draw the honey, you also must go like the bee, the intelligent people. The joyous imbibe day after day by the pure intellects joyously. Pepiyamanam mudha. In fact, let's chant that Dhyana Shlokas mantra, verse 7, Parascharya vachas sarojamamalam Gitartha gandotkatham Nana Kyanaka Kesaram Harikadha Sambodhana Bodhitam. And this is the line. Loke sajjana shatpadairaharaha Pepiyamanam mudha Bhuyad bharata pankajam kalimala Pradhvam sina shreyase. So this second half of the Dhyana Shlokas, verse 7, says Pepiyamanam mudha. Pepiyamanam means joyously imbibe day after day by the pure intellects. Aharaha, day by day, again and again, you go back. Because you extract the little honey, the flower again generates, produces. There's again honey, you go back and draw it again. So you go, so the accent is on revisiting the idea again and again. So there are two things. One is to revisit the idea. Second thing is never the subject matter should lose its charm for you. Remember this. You should, the sign of seeking wisdom, Mayama, the sign one who seeks the wisdom will never get tired of the subject. The knowledge doesn't get stale. This is the experience of a sattvic person. But the moment the knowledge becomes stale, it becomes boring. What does it suggest?
That the person who is if the person is not really seeking enlightenment, or the study is not spiritual, they are just doing it for the sake of learning something. So it's only if you want to, if your goal is to reach the highest goal in life, which is moksha, then you will go on and on and on, because the first time you study something, you get some meaning. Then the second time you go back to it, something else will emerge. Then the third time you go back to it. So that way you keep on learning. The same thing will keep giving you more and more wisdom. I mean, some new insight will come. That's how you progress spiritually.
Correct. Absolutely. That's what the sattvic people do. But there is another element I was bringing it out, that the moment you get tired, is it not possible that the knowledge becomes stale? The information that you have heard many a time, it's possible that the knowledge becomes stale, means it loses its charm for you. The question is, when does the knowledge lose its charm? Think along, Mayama. Think along. But your comments are spot on, that you need to revisit these ideas and keep extracting the wisdom, and you keep revisiting again and again. There's something refreshing there, yet you get a deeper perspective, and it's a revelation every time you do that, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you need to keep doing that. Perfect. Okay. So the question I'm asking is, when does the knowledge become stale and lose its charm? Siddharaman sir.
Hari Om Guruji. When the knowledge is not converted into wisdom, we revisited it again and again, but it is not sinking in.
But if you have revisited again and again, it should.
In the contemplation, the way reflection, the way it should be done. So I am visiting it again and again, but it is not making a difference.
So are you suggesting that the seeker is not doing the right type of reflection, the right way?
When then only it loses its charm. That's what.
Okay. There, in fact, there is another.
Or another is absorbed. Then you need another. It is absorbed fully. It has become wisdom.
Sir, how can a knowledge be stale when it becomes wisdom? Please don't ever say that. It can never be. When it becomes wisdom, it is enlightenment. It's almost tantamount to saying that enlightenment is stale, is morose. We can't say that, can we? It is transformation. It is like saying being healthy is very sickening. Nobody, you regain your health, you feel regenerated, isn't it, sir? You know. Any idea? Reddy Garu, any idea when does the knowledge become stale?
Guruji, when does knowledge lose charm? Is it something like, because still we are in the path of, as Sitaramanji was able to hear me, Guruji?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah. I think we are in the still, when does knowledge lose charm? Is something like we are still in the path of knowledge. I think we are not converted into the actions, the practicality. That's where we living the life, what we call as a wisdom. So we've been acquiring relentlessly the information, but we are not able to put into the action. Is the one where in my perspective, it could be losing the charm.
So, but when you say when you're putting into action, it's already wisdom, sir.
That's right. But when does knowledge lose charm? Is the charm, it loses its charm because we are not putting into the action.
Now you are coming to this knowledge. The fact that you come, it's because the knowledge has still some charm on you, isn't it?
Yes.
It inspires you.
Right.
Now, does that mean you are practicing everything that you're learning?
No.
But still the knowledge has charm for you, isn't it?
Yes.
Now you tell me, why is the knowledge having charm for you in spite of not living everything that you are learning?
Yes, but that even in spite of not living to the 100% of the knowledge what we acquired, but at least there is a little amount of thought and transformation is taking place. The little is the one which is
I'm not talking how much transformation is happening. I'm generalizing. I'm not losing my track. My question is, the knowledge has not lost a charm for you in spite of, I'm not saying how much you're practicing or what you're not practicing, but the knowledge has not lost a charm. It has got nothing to do how much you live it. You may live, let's say you have 70% knowledge, you can live 10% of it, you can live 60% of it, or you living 70% of it. I'm not talking how much you're living. So that has no relevance to the question. I'm trying to bring it back to the question. Because in spite of, let's say I'm only living 10%, but still the knowledge can still inspire you. But there are people who get tired of this knowledge. It becomes a boredom. It becomes a burden, and they stop acquiring or pursuing the knowledge. I've had students in my life, and I knew it was coming, and I told them, and they didn't heed my advice. Until a time came, they stopped coming. And they confessed, Guruji, what you said was right.
Is it Guruji? Sorry, is it Guruji when knowledge becomes boring, when you doesn't share? Because whatever you acquired the knowledge, you're not able to make best use of it.
I'm afraid not, sir.
Okay.
In fact, the reason, sir, is when you don't do manana, when you let the knowledge by itself, when you continue to disrespect the knowledge you acquired without doing reflection. Correct, Gayatri Ma, when you just approach it as a mere intellectual information, it stays put information, and without processing it, it becomes stale. I know it. Now I know. I heard him. I know him, what he's saying. Nothing more. There's nothing more. You want variety. So when you keep going to a variety of gurus, you get, sir.
Yes.
You want different interpretation, different flavor, different commentary. But if you're interested in wisdom, and if somebody can give you that without getting you into an intellectual entertainment, hold on to that guru.
But Guruji, when we say manana is again, when we self-reflect it, we want to put it into the actions and we want to follow that. It's not going to be connected.
Action is the effect of manana.
Okay.
So there are three stages: information, processing information, living the values, living the information. So the three things: first is acquiring information, second is processing the information, then comes the delivery of the information, which is living the knowledge. You were talking of delivery of the knowledge, which is living in action. I'm talking about the step before that, which is
Processing.
you are at your desk. I keep telling to few who keep coming to the institute, the first thing you enter the downstairs, what do you notice? To the right, in the institute, first you enter the downstairs portion. To the right, what do you notice? Right room.
Your sadhana room.
Sadhana room, study room. How many tables are there?
I think no tables are there. It's an open hall with a desk. I'm not really observed, Guruji.
Next time, please take a closer look, sir.
Okay.
Why I'm saying that is, effort has been made, carpet has been laid, tables have been made, cushions have been placed, steady lamp has been arranged. People were saying, nobody is there. Why are you doing it? I've prepared a platform for you all to come and do sadhana there. So if you have no time, I can't help it. When it was not there, people were saying it was not, no facility is there. Now I've created a facility. You are not optimizing it. It's not, Guruji, you have created a study table for yourself, but what about others? In the given space, I've created a study opportunity for 2 more people, exactly the same. Exactly the same facility has been provided. You can sit and study and do banana. So the second stay, I'm not complaining, sir. I'm only
Yes, Guruji, understood.
I'm only perhaps now publicly saying, oh, now there's a facility where I can go and sit in an environment where I can do my sadhana and study. You should do that. Okay, sir. Go back to the context yesterday, no? I said, the Zen master said, how do I grow spiritually? What did he say? Sweep the floor, chop the wood, cook the food. Sir, I also have study table in my house. Don't give me that answer.
So as long as we disconnect this online, then we will.
Correct, sir. Very soon we'll disconnect this also. So on a serious note, the real reason why people don't grow spiritually as commensurate to their sincere efforts is because they don't do manana. That which has to be done early morning, you don't do that, and the reflection has to be done as early in the hours, ideally at an hour which is most auspicious. If you don't do that, the knowledge will lose its charm. It will become stale. You will, like the food you cook, you keep it for a day outside, it will become stale. So the food has to be eaten.
The shelf life is very short, so that
they say a yana is, if I'm not wrong, is 3 to 4 hours. A food has to be cooked and eaten within the 3 to 4 hours. After that, it becomes stomach-sick. Do you know that?
Yes, Guruji.
Any food eaten beyond the 3-4 hour period is stomach-sick. So if a knowledge which you have acquired and not attended to it, will it not become stale? The same principle applies at the intellectual level as well. So the knowledge you learn, you should sit, you should get back to it as soon before it loses its freshness and reflect on it. And if you don't do that, it becomes stale. This is not told, this is not followed. So it is only information floating going on all over. It's a very serious flaw. And this is what exactly I told one couple, I remember. I don't want to take their names, but they were from Hyderabad. When I was lecturing in Hyderabad in 95, 96, they came to know of me, and then they started following me. Those were the days I used to take 13, 14 classes a week. And they used to almost literally follow me 10 classes in a week. Husband, wife will come. Almost I used to feel void when they were not there. So almost like my shadow, they used to come. And I used to tell them, after having known them closely and think, I said, I would suggest you come for 2 sessions or 3 sessions in a week if you have the time. But I don't think you should come every class. No, I want to learn. I want to grow. This means so much to me. I said, I understand all that, but I think you should not do this. You should do a little more reflection. Take the knowledge and do that. I told them not to come, but they didn't heed the advice. A time came, they suddenly stopped coming. 6, 8 months, a year they came and they stopped coming. So then I asked, I knew what happened. I knew it was coming. I asked, because very close. After that, we were very close until I moved on. I left the country. I asked, what's happening? Guruji, you're so right. I don't see the knowledge inspiring. Okay. It's not inspiring because I'm very familiar with what you're saying. You're talking about the mind, intellect, vasanas, swadharma, purushartha, Gita, that, these are the texts. But Guruji, if you're taking another text, let me know. Viveka Chudamani, I am interested to learn. Can you please tell me Viveka Chudamani? Oh, Viveka Chudamani? Okay, I will tell you, sir. I never taken the Viveka Chudamani. For 20 years, he didn't hear from me and I didn't see him because I did not take Viveka Chudamani. Maybe he would have been my first student if I had taught Viveka Chudamani. I'm teaching you 4 Upanishads, I'm teaching you Gita, Bhajgovinda, Mahatma, Western literature. I'm telling you want Viveka Chudamani. Again, I take Viveka Chudamani, what will I say? Same thing I'm going to say there. You want different flavor. You're only interested in masala. You're not interested in the substance. The substance is the same. How does it matter what subject matter you listen to? And I am cautioning all of you, if you don't watch out, if you don't get up in the morning and do reflection, you will find me boring. You will find this knowledge uninteresting. That will be the end of your spiritual journey. Beware. Watch out. It's a caution I'm throwing to the air. So you have to strive. You put in that effort in the morning. I can guarantee 31 years counting, it will not lose its charm. After 31 years, I don't know. Because till now, the knowledge is, I jump with excitement whenever I get an opportunity to interact with this wisdom. And I'm not saying I must be an example, but what is the attempt and effort is not to go beyond a selected text, not because I was taught of that, but the interest to know that not you pick up other texts for your own study, but you still limit it to the certain texts. Because if I can attain self-realization through this text, why should I have to go anywhere else, sir?
Anywhere, that's true. So
it's like you have a large parcel of land and you want water to farm the land. You keep digging. You dig 1 feet, 5 feet here, 10 feet there, 20 feet in that corner, 15 feet in this corner. What would be advice to him, sir?
Life will not be sufficient enough.
No.
So be focused on the.
To the farmer, what would you advise?
You advise to select a specific location and grow the paddy or whatever it may be, do the cultivation. So rather than wasting the energies.
No. The point is he wants water. He's digging 5 feet, 10 feet, 15 feet, 20 feet. But he's not getting any water. He wants water. He wants water, permanent water for his irrigation. What is the advice to him?
So we go deep. Go the deepest way possible and extract the water.
That's all I'm saying. You
Fantastic
want
example.
wisdom, don't pick up different gurus, different texts and hover from pillar to post. Pick up one text, go as deep until you hit that water body. You will have perennial supply of water.
Fantastic example.
So I kept coming back to the example because it strikes a chord if you get it right. You go hit the water, you'll hit the water, but when you go one point, put the same effort at the same point. Don't give up after 5 feet, 10 feet, 20 feet. Keep going. So you show the faith in the knowledge and the guru and hold on to it. I tell you, you will get enlightenment. Moksha is guaranteed. But that you got to put in the effort.
Yes.
That sadhana, if you don't do it, the best of knowledge will stale. And there's nothing greater knowledge than this. You may find better gurus out there, more charming gurus out there who can mesmerize you with their words or their acts. That's not important. What's important is who puts you to the right exercise. All right.
Yes. Thanks, Guruji.
And I'm not feeling any insecure when I say that. Huh? Ramji was wondering, what is this? Now, Ramji is being, everybody wants Ramji to start, maybe Guruji is feeling insecure, Ramji, please, I want your comments, sir. Yes, sir. Please try.
Yeah. No, sir, I am a very small fry. I am at the start of the journey. You are far ahead of me. There is no తెలుగులో దీన్ని అంటారు, దీనికి మన మధ్య సాపత్యమే లేదు మన మధ్య, అంటే there is no comparison.
Ayyo, no, don't say that.
I'm saying small fry, sir. So
no. It's so apt. What I think, needless to mention, but the whole exercise that we all take to this platform, this satsang, is so interesting because it brings a diversity of experience and perspectives, makes it very holistic. Yeah, really means a lot. Yes, Mayama, we'll hear from you and then we'll conclude the session.
I just wanted to share that when you study something in depth and you get some insight, I think that is what motivates you to dig further. So you keep going, and that's why it will never become stale. Because you're getting something from it every time, and you will get something only when you delve deep into it. So that was my person. I mean, I just wanted to say, because that's what has, I guess, kept me going. Sometimes you do reach a plateau and then but you should not give up. You should still you will continue if you're, if that's what you want in life. If that's your goal, and you will continue. Even you might reach a plateau, but you still continue, and then again at some stage it will pick up again. So that's how you maintain the interest.
Yeah.
I just wanted to share that.
Again, this is experience speaking, isn't it? Absolutely. So I would assure you, the knowledge can never tire you, can never become a boredom, can never become stale. If you keep doing your sadhana. If you are not a sadhak, you have lost your focus. It is the most boring exercise to do. So, which would be the realm of rajasic? A person who is rajasic, who are only seeking information, they get into this stale situation. But the sattvic people who are seeking honey, like the bee, wow, they are reveling. Every time the bee goes and draws the honey, they get extract the wisdom. Little by little, you can't get it all at once, little by little. Very satisfying exercise. So Reddy Garu, even though you only, going back to the example, you may only practice, let's say, apply 10% of what you have learned or what you know, but since the effort is to put that 60% into practice, the very effort of trying to practice is most rewarding. Not the actual living. The actual living is obviously bliss, but the effort to convert that 60% information into wisdom, that is manana. Am I right?
That's
So
understood.
that effort is most satisfying, most rewarding.
Well,
And if you keep doing that, that 60% which you can't live starts becoming 55%, 50%. You start living everything that you appreciate.
that's meaning of a going deeper.
Going deeper, reflection. Keep digging at the same place. Keep. So you have to revisit the idea that you learn again and again. So exactly like if you have a desire and if you have not fulfilled the desire, what would you do?
Yeah. We will continuously linger, continuously carve for that. All our
Continuously
energies goes
linger,
towards.
all your energy, all the craving, you keep doing, isn't it?
Yes.
But the difference between lingering and reflection, one is an unconscious process, another conscious process. Tinkema, please capture this as well. Huh? When you do linger on something or you crave for something, the same thing happens. The mind keeps going on to it again and again, over and again to that same thing, because you have not got it. But that is an unnatural process. But same principle, you put it consciously, keep thinking over it and again and again, again and again. Oh my God, you will get the same result of achievement. I know, Setuji, you have been wanting this to happen, workshop on reflection. Perhaps we have all the material and the content and something which can be very worthwhile doing it, but maybe we should work on something. What, Ramji? A workshop on reflection. Perfect. So all I will say is happy reflecting until we meet again. Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.